Alrighty, Reddit insanity, where people post the dumbest things they can possibly think of onto Reddit. I'm Michael.
I'm Noah.
Let's start. The first one is by Massive Vast 7171.
Massive Vast.
This person puts, I broke with my boyfriend a couple of weeks ago because he cheated on me. We had been dating for
Yo,
about
another chance.
We'd been dating for about 3 years, and I can't lie, it's been really hard to get over. But my best friend has helped me through a lot. My best friend, let's call him Jake, has been close with me for over 10 years. We go to each other for everything, and nothing sexual has ever come close to happening or anything like that before. But a couple of days ago, I was crying my heart out, and he came over to my place.
Why are we playing games, girl? You know exactly what's going to happen. This man has been on the prowl for 10 years. He's just waiting. He's been waiting.
Yes. He put our favorite show on and held me for ages. About midway through, he started to push my head down slowly toward his dick.
Fucking men are animals.
I don't know what came over me, but I started to suck it.
Ain't no damn friendship. It's a waiting list.
And we fucked passionately. Anyway, it got me thinking about what my ex said about Jake previously. He is not just a friend. He looks at you more than that. It got me questioning if Jake's friendship was genuine or he just played a very long game.
He played the game, girl. They always play the game.
That's probably why the other dude left her. He knew.
They are always playing the game.
Dudes know what other dudes are thinking. I'm sorry.
Fucking animals. He's been on the prowl for 10 years.
What?
Just following you in the Serengeti until you finally got wounded.
And then push your head downward.
Good Jesus.
Oh, good God.
It's also bad on Jake's part for being an asshole friend.
Yeah.
Putting him in that compromising position.
Yeah. But the other dude knew. Like,
he knew Jake was a fucking,
He
Jake wasn't
knew.
a true friend.
He's like, he just wants to fuck you. Like,
Yeah, basically.
no, And then as soon as you break up, let's fuck, girl.
It's like, what happened, girl? I'll take care of you. They cry you within each other's arms for hours upon it. Of course, he's over here like just fucking, he's just like, fucking yes. Winner, chicken dinner.
It's like he played that long 10-year game.
Jesus Christ, the long fucking games, yeah.
Unless he had multiple games going.
He had to have. A man can't survive on one game alone.
All right. Next one is by Made for Filth.
I think that was mine, actually.
All right, so this person puts, a bunch of work colleagues went out for some drinks on Friday night. As usual, once the sauce kicked in, the banter turned into not safe for work things. The girls were starting to talk about bad sexual encounters they had had recently, or as we call them in Australia, dude roots, or dud roots.
Dud roots, interesting.
And one of the girls stated that they may as well take care of business themselves. That leads to the conversation on their favorite toys, and one that gave me multiple orgasms. One of the girls looked at the guys and commented that it was a shame that none of us would ever know how good it was to have multiple orgasms. No refractory period. There was a bit of banter back about how it was worth it to not have periods in childbirth. And they said that it made everything worth it. One of the female colleagues pointedly asked the question, can't some men have multiples with butt stuff? The others expressed disbelief. I was many drinks deep at this point, and my filter was off on holiday. So I interjected and I said that, yes, it was a real thing.
So I've heard.
They asked if I knew a single person who could do it, and I said that I could. You can hear it.
My man, there's something that you can't walk back from at work. There's a line that you can't uncross that will never be the same at work if you go through it.
You can hear a pin drop. Then they demanded to know the details of how and what it was like. I didn't go into gory details, but I explained briefly that with the right toy and position, it was very easy to give myself multiple prostate orgasms in the same power and style of a female. Some were fascinated, some were grossed out, but then the topic changed.
Thank God.
Today I come into work and the vibe has changed dramatically.
Oh, no, you don't say, bro.
The girls that were sitting near me have all moved their stuff to other desks and are now super awkward around me. I did some careful listening and questioning, and it turns out the girls that were there spent a lot of time talking about it over the weekend and had concluded that it was perverted and gross, and decided that they didn't want to sit near me anymore.
You can't fucking yuck someone's yum.
In our morning meeting, they all sat on the opposite end of the table to myself and avoided me.
You fucking dirty bitches.
Well, at least I got my orgasms.
That's fucked up. Why would they fucking just single him out because he said that?
He answered when nobody asked.
So they did, didn't they?
Then there's an update.
When he got fired?
So last week I was out with some colleagues. We were all drunk. They had talked about masturbation, toys, and multiple orgasms. One of them commented that men must be jealous.
I fucking learned
I know.
from the previous.
Well, this is a continuation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I did not learn from the last time.
Yes. One of them raised that they could with anal or prostate play. One of them demanded to know if there was a male capable of it. I pointed out that I could. They wanted to know how. I gave them basic rundown that the prostate was basically like the G-spot, and with the right stimulation, could let a guy have multiples. The following Monday, I got into work, and they were all sitting in new places away from me and looked weirdly at me. I have an update to this story. I worked from home on Tuesday, as I normally do, and returned to work today. I came into work to find that all but one of them had moved back to their normal sitting areas. Everything was fine, as if nothing had happened. We were all chatting like we normally do. One of the girls said that she was going to the kitchen and offered to fill water bottles, like she always does, and included me as usual. Another girl said that she was popping to the coffee shop and offered to pick up the orders and asked me as she normally does. I was later sitting in the lunchroom and two of the girls on the team came over and sat with me, as they will often do.
Well, they just
So
be
kind of
gay
back
now?
to normal. They probably all talked it over. He's gay. That's fine. We were all chatting, and I asked why everyone had moved their desks. According to them, they got a text from another of the girls, I'll call her Prude, to say that she wanted to move desks for a few days because the AC was too cold where she sat. And whenever they came in, Prude had already arrived and moved her stuff. Prude generally sat next to me. So they're trying to say why they had all moved their stuff. It was because of this one girl. They're calling Prude. I know.
Bullshit.
But they're going to put all the blame on that one girl.
Yeah.
Later in the day, Prude revealed to the other girls that she didn't want to sit next to me anymore because she thought I was disgusting due to the butt stuff. The others told her to grow up and that the conversation was on topic whenever they were out anyway. So it was hypocritical to have an issue with what I did compared to what the other girls did. Apparently, it got pretty heated because one of them pointed out that Prude had admitted to owning several freaky dildos, including a horse one and a tentacle one. Which is pretty normal these days, to be honest, though.
Oh, that's like the most normal shit I've heard so far in this conversation.
When Prude wouldn't let it go, she said that no place thinking anyone's else's shit was weird. The other girls,
That's what I say.
The other girls moved their stuff back to desks next to mine and left her there. They told me I had nothing to worry about and didn't give a shit what I did in my own privacy. They admitted that they had dated guys who were into butt play, as well as it's a shame more men aren't in tune with that.
Oh, thanks.
I'm just trying to make you feel better. They probably also really do think that he's gay at this point, so it's like, it's fine.
They just fucking rammed up the ass.
They also reassured me, and they made it very clear to Prude that if she spread rumors or made an issue out of it, they'd throw her under the bus, which they kind of already did, but...
They actually throw her under the bus.
And then the funniest part is the comments underneath this.
Oh, Lord.
It's like, you'll be the butt of some cheeky jokes for a while, but I'm glad it worked out. And then after that, it would help if he was also anal retentive. And then another, no, you didn't hear. Everything came out okay. And then below that, so things that weren't too impacted. And then the person under that impacted damn near wrecked him. And then below that, damn wrecked him, damn near killed him. It's just making fun of literally everything that he just said there. Alrighty, next one is by Zach Zup attack. This person puts. So I was at the mall with my son, who's a toddler. Anyway, my son was playing really well with this little girl. Like they were two peas in a pod playing together, just having a blast. I'm a big dude. A lot of people will say I look like a scary type.
I'm a scary cat. Yeah.
Anyway, my son is playing. I'm eating my lunch. Big dude eating lunch. That just makes it even funnier. And I decided I need to figure out who this girl's parents are. And I figure it out. She's apparently a hot mom. So I'll walk up and go, hey, our kids are having fun playing together. Maybe I can get your number and we can set up a play date. She looks at me and goes, married. I was thinking, that's nice. My son wants to play with your daughter. So I said, me too. My wife would love to meet you. Our kids are playing well together. Do you want to set up a play date? At that point, her husband walks up and she goes, this guy is asking for my number after I told him I'm married. At this point, I'm thinking, oh, fuck it, not worth it. I apologize and sit down and wait for my son to finish playing. Yeah, I should have said that the first time after she said I'm married. You already got rejected, bro.
Once they say that once, I'm like, okay.
It's like, cool.
Or that, like, now you could be something off topic. Like, you guys, what time is it? I'm married. Oh, okay. I didn't know I'm married was the time.
Next one is by Audra Nicolo. This person puts, this happened back in April. It was only just recently stopped being completely mortifying and became funny enough for me to feel okay posting it. The day my mom passed away, I sat in the living room.
Well, fuck.
I sat in the
that early giggle didn't help out at all.
I know. It's like, oh shit. Over here laughing at this woman's fighting. How could you know? The day my mom passed away, I sat in the living room with some of my family. She had been sick for a while, and in that time, my cousin had found some necklaces at my mom's house and brought them to me. One of them was a skinny silver capsule, maybe an inch and a half long. My cousin insisted it was an intention stick, like where you write on a slip of paper and roll it up inside of the pendant. After my mom had died, I felt like an appropriate time to open it. I looked inside the capsule and saw what looked like white paper.
Oh.
So it was an intention stick.
Real scared of what it's going to be.
I think, as I try to shake it out into my hand. But no paper comes out. It's ashes in my hand. I just dumped ashes into my hand. My great aunt's cremains specifically.
Oh, God.
I'm sitting there having a heart attack while somebody in the room helps me brush my hands onto a piece of paper and gets the ashes back into their little container. At exactly this moment, my cousin walks in and asks what I'm doing. I start freaking out internally because the ashes were her mom's. I thought she'd be horrified or even offended. But instead, she just started laughing, like flat out cackling. My mom still found a way to make her grand appearance.
Baba Yaga. Bitch is a witch. She's fucking cackling.
My mom still found a way to make a grand appearance today. She would have thought this was fucking hilarious. She was right. Her mom would have found it absolutely hilarious. My mom would have too. I bet you were there laughing your asses off together in the beyond after that little fuck up of mine. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to dump some ashes into my hand, though, out of nowhere.
Shit happens. They fall off the fucking countertop or something. Like, oh, fuck.
All right, next one is by, have you tried CBD?
I have not. What is CBD?
That weed oil shit.
Oh.
I have always thought the obligatory "this happened blank days ago" was annoying, but here I am. This one happened last week. My husband and I are going on vacation in a few weeks, and we're hiring an in-house pet sitter for the week. We got 2 indoor security cameras to monitor our pets whenever the sitter is out. Our dog has separation anxiety because her previous owners moved across the country and left her in the house to die. So it will be nice to check up on her virtually. The sitter is welcome to put the cover on the cameras whenever they are home. Anyways, we installed the cameras last week. It's fun seeing how our animals behave and interact whenever we're gone. But I caught something I wish I knew about earlier. One day last week, I made myself coffee, but I had to go to the bathroom before enjoying it, and I'm not the type of, to bring my beverages to the toilet with me, so I left it on the coffee table.
Blah, blah, blah. Guessing they drink out of the fucking cup.
When I was done with my paperwork, I returned to the spot on the couch and my coffee and thoroughly enjoyed every moment of it. Flash forward to later that day, I was going through the camera footage and saw my dog, very sneakily, tiptoe up to my coffee and take 2 sips.
This shit keeps me energized.
And then gingerly return to her bed and take the exact same position as before.
That motherfucker.
I was only gone for 3 minutes. That inspired me to check the footage of a few days prior to where I recorded, and every single fucking day, the exact same shenanigans. But I also caught both my dog and one of my cats sharing the coffee.
Motherfuckers.
That can't be good for them. How long has this been going on? I've had the exact same morning routine for years.
They probably fucking just lit up on coffee. Like, where's my morning coffee, bitch?
I can only assume that they've been sampling my hot bean juice on the daily. Maybe the fuck up is that I didn't get the cameras earlier, or that I shouldn't be leaving my coffee on the coffee table.
Watching your dog shake from lack of fucking caffeine. So, where's the caffeine at?
Having caffeine withdrawals after years.
They probably would, too. Their system's so used to taking the 2 sips every morning.
For years. And then the cat sharing it with it. Oh, fucking asshole animal.
Jesus.
Next one is by Not a Wordle.
Not a Wordle.
This person puts, I work in a big city near where my girlfriend lives. And yesterday after work, I drove straight to her house and parked my car in a street next to hers, as I usually do. But this morning, whenever I returned to where I had thought I had parked my car, it was gone. Having been towed in the area before, I immediately thought it had happened again and started frantically looking for my car, hoping that they had just moved it rather than impounded it. After looking all over the 5 streets adjacent to hers, I came to the conclusion that it must have been impounded. So, after a 10-minute walk to the nearest police station, I explained my situation to them, but they are unaware that my vehicle has been towed and tell me to look around the area again. I go back to where I thought I had parked it and search the streets again, but defeated, have to return to the police station where they tell me that they will drive me around the area to help me look for my car. After 20 minutes of waiting, 2 officers arrived to accompany on my search for my lost car. In the first adjacent street that we enter, I see my car parked and have to admit with shame that it's exactly where I told them I had parked it, and they started to apologize profusely to the officers for wasting their time. I then got out of the car and wondered why I had not seen it parked there the 2 times I looked.
Weird.
It's like, dude, you walking past your own car, don't want somebody took it, reparked it right back in the same.
They put it back.
Oh, that'd be so fucked up.
That is odd.
Very much so. And the last one for today is by Gray Fox MMU.
Gray Fox.
This person puts, I was on the last hour of shift serving at a Vietnamese pho restaurant and was so tired and stressed. The owner was there that day, and she was always super critical and scary to be around. Like you never knew what she was going to go off on you for the smallest mistakes. So, I'm bringing a piping hot bowl of pho to the super sweet Vietnamese dude, and right as I go to set it down, the bowl slips out of my left hand and sloshes soup onto his lap.
Jesus.
Oh, that would suck. Have you tried pho?
Nah.
Like, that shit is boiling hot.
I've watched my cousin eat it, right?
Yeah.
And just the angle that we were sitting in the seating arrangement of the table.
Yeah.
Like he had to bend over to eat it, right?
Yeah.
And like we're eating it because I was eating chicken fried rice, and they were all eating pho, 3 of my cousins and then me. And I look over at my cousin, and he's just fucking soaked in sweat because he's been leaning over. He's like wiping it off with his fucking sleeve.
So much humidity and
yeah, he's just like fucking melting.
I told you this shit's hot. She spilled it on this dude's lap.
So he probably had 3rd-degree fucking burns at that point.
Yeah. It was obviously hot and burned him. Not seriously, the owner's updated me that he's okay. I felt horrible and immediately terrified for what the owner was going to do. I grabbed towels for the customer and apologized like crazy.
Like beat the shit out of him in the back.
I was so scared. The guy even laughed and asked why I was so nervous. I knew it was going to be bad whenever she had me follow her to the very back of the kitchen. But surprisingly, she didn't yell or even look angry. She just plainly explained that no one has ever messed up this bad in 4 years of being in business.
God dang.
And then very calmly fired me on the spot.
Damn.
I felt it was deserved and I'm devastated. I've been crying on and off for about a couple hours now, and I'm starting to forgive myself, but I feel like this will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, because you wrote it down, so it must. It's one of those things where it's one of those things from just being a human
Mhm.
that like you're laying down at night, just like, about to hit to sleep, like you're like your brain's like, hey, you remember that one time you fucked up? You're like, damn it.
I've had those moments a lot.
God, they just eat away at you sometimes.
And it's usually something not greatly.
It's those like here's what people don't understand. Like your fuck ups are the last thing on people's mind for
Yeah.
like it's funny for a little bit, and then like unless that person's a true fucking asshole who can never let shit go
Yeah.
just because they're assholes, no one ever thinks about your fuck ups ever again.
Generally, no.
Just you.
Yeah.
It has to be something like you'd have to like run over a child or something. You remember the time you killed that kid? Like, oh, you gotta keep reminding me.
Like, it's different if it's an actual, like, huge crime.
Yeah, I know.
But
I'm just saying, like, generally, like, normal stuff, like, you trip in front of your coworkers, and you're like, oh, fuck. Or you fart in front of your coworkers, like, fuck.
although, one side note, my dad, he was working his secondary job, and there's a lady that's staying in this hotel from FEMA, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's joking with her. He's like, you know that I'm undercover boss, right? And I'm trying to make sure these people in here are doing their jobs. And he's like, so which one of these would you fire up here, and which one would you keep? He's like, the fat lady or the old Indian over here? And apparently she found this super, super funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how, but she found this super, super funny. She bends down and she farts. And my dad said he looks over, he's like, the fuck was that? And she holds her ass and says, where's your bathroom at?
So what, you shit or something? Yeesh.
She shit herself in a hotel lobby.
Shit happens, I guess.
And now she's been avoiding him for the past week.
I don't blame her. It's been fucking embarrassing.
He said he'll walk in for his job. He'll walk in and he'll see her come in from outside, and she's like hurries around the corner real fast.
Poor girl.
But again, he doesn't mess with her about it. So again, like how we were just now talking about, nobody remembers your fuck ups.
Well,
Generally,
everyone's got their...
you can shit yourself and people
Yeah,
don't care.
You can shit yourself on national TV, people will forget. It's just human nature, you forgive if you forget.
Yeah.
I mean, not even like forgive. There's no point to forgive because you didn't do anything wrong. But I'm just saying, like, it's just like, just like move on.
Yeah.
That's life, everybody.
Absolutely. Anything
Enjoy it while it lasts.
just be glad you can get up and do stuff.
Exactly.
Be glad that you woke up this morning.
Or don't be. I don't know. I don't know your certain state of mind.
And regardless, you got to be happy at least you woke up.
Yeah.
Unless you live in Canada, then they'll help you go down for good.
Shit, that's bad.
It's like Futurama level, where they're gonna have those boxes.
Do what I do, and write down your dreams. They're fucking wild.
Exactly. All right. Anything else to head? Anything else to add before? Anything else to head? Anything else to add before we head out?
I can already tell tonight. Something's gonna prop up in my head. Like, oh, damn it. And then you have like those fucking scenarios where a situation you
should have done differently.
Yeah, like it's what I should have done. Here's what I should have told that person because I'm just a boss now.
And this is from like middle school.
The saddest shit in the world. You be in the shower, like, that's right.
Fuck.
That's right, Darnell. That's what I should have said to him.
It's like this happened when you were 7.
It's just like you can't get away from it.
Yeah, and the only one that focuses on it is you.
Basically, yeah. Like it takes a true fucking troll to consistently remind you of your fuck ups.
Yeah.
I know most of my family's like,
my brother's that way for me.
Well,
but that's what the little brother's supposed to do.
They try to survive.
All right. Well, with that, we will see you guys on the next one.